What's up, guys? Scrub King here, back again with another live do. I know it's been a while, so I wanted to bring you guys something, a little action here. So on the left is myself playing the Salamangreat boys, aka Salad Boys, aka Best Deck. And then on the right is my teammates, my boy Corey with the nice ass. Check out my boy's mat real quick. Look at that. Anyway, he's playing out, testing out the Prank Kids Thunder deck. So we both took these to the UDS Invitational last weekend. I'll put up a deck profile for that, and he did pretty well as well. So yeah, we're just gonna test it out, try a duel. Just quick foreshadowing, I make a couple misplays, no surprise. My boy makes a couple misplays, but we live and we learn, and let's find it out. So it looks like I won the die roll. Normal summon Jack Jaguar, and that's never fun. Let's go ahead and link that away into a Balinks and Chainlink 1 Balinks, Chainlink 2 Gazelle. So you start off with the Gazelle and you're already going hard. So okay, so maybe the opening hand wasn't so bad. So Chainlink 2 Gazelle special summon itself, Chainlink 1 spinning to get the not spinning, the Balinks to get the field spell, and then of course affect the Gazelle to mill. Right here is probably a good spot for spinning depending on the hand. It's tough to see from the angle what the hand looks like, but yeah, spinning looks like it's going to grave. And then Corey just looking along like, yep, I've seen this before. This is a very standard Salamangreat opening board if you don't get Nibiru'd. That's the issue. Nibiru'd is still a card. Over the weekend, I got Nibiru'd twice in one match. So I got 2-0'd by a Thunder player. He opened Nibiru'd twice, and I was just sitting there crying. So, yeah, you try to avoid Nibiru'd. So, activate Infected Stalio. So since you already have the Jack Engrave, you have options, right? You can send Foxy to set up the graveyard. You could send what's the other one? God damn it, Falco. Here you probably send Falco since we already know each other's decks. And plus the meta right now is still Orcus, so you always want to try to make Dweller on opening turn. So here you probably send Falco or special summon Falco just to set up the Dweller play and cut things out. Because against Prank Kids, if you Dweller them, none of their little monsters that float off Link and Fusion can activate. So it works out. So this is an unusual play. So I link away the Stalio and the links to get to the Sunlight Wolf. This is the only reason I'm doing this is so I could keep my Falco on field and play Dweller. So it's a little bit unusual, but totally cool. It's just another way of working around. And this opening board is also another way of working around Super Poly. So if you are getting Super Poly for days, whether in your locals or anywhere else, this is just one way of working around Super Poly as well. So you'll only have one Salamangreat monster essentially on the field at the end of this. So here we go, Dweller play, activating Wolf's effect to get back Gazelle. Very standard. This is kind of a mistake looking back at it. I should have just left the Dweller in attack position, to be honest with you. Setting 1. Looks like I'm getting ready to end the turn. The Dweller's defense is 1400, and you'll see very quickly you can just attack over it. It's Corey's turn now. Draw phase, standby phase, main phase, and blah blah blah. Nothing too crazy. Let's see what the Prank Kids got to offer. Normal summon of Roxy's. On normal summon, activate Dweller. I don't shock put the Dweller because Impermanence is a card, so I wait until something's on the field to play around with it. Discarding Falco. So usually if you have a Salamangreat spell or trap, you can return it right here, but I didn't. And that's what I was just talking about. You could just attack over the Dweller and it's like nothing. But it's a hard pass. That's not good. So the thing of Prank Kids is especially Prank Kids Thunder, if you don't see a way to fusion, or if your hand is all monsters, you're not gonna do much. It totally blows. It's because you only play the very select cards of Thunder. You don't play the OG, so it can be a little challenging. So right here you'll see the effect of Jack Jaguar activating, and summoning onto his own. Effect of a Falco bouncing back the Jack Jaguar. Now Silent Mining, pitching the Jack Jaguar. This is a cute little combo. Because you guys already know that I have Gazelle in hand, so off this resolution you can special summon Gazelle. There it is. So it's kind of it's a way to just go off. So Gazelle is activating its effect. What is he gonna send? There's the roar. Well, I wonder what the face down is. It's probably irrelevant at this point. So Falco, Gazelle, normal summon of the Foxy. So usually you don't use a normal summon effect, but here I'm just going off basically to try to see what I can get. Oh, there it is. There's a circle. That's a card you want to see. One of, come on, Konami, let us get some more cards back. Konami, give us back that circle. So grabbing the circle, doing the most right here, Spinny. Most likely gonna get another Stalio. But just trying to see. The thing is, maybe it's just me because I really suck, but I can't really like OTK with solids. Well, you can, but you have to have like a really amazing hand. And I don't play like the transcode talker, update jammer. I don't think that like that build is amazing for OTK, obviously, but that's it really doesn't come up that much. And I'd rather play cards like Avermax and Apollo, like you guys see. And I'd rather play 2 Stalios because Called by the Grave, and that Sky Striker spell card that banishes, I forgot the name. It's a card, so yeah. So here just taking over plays, effective Wolf to add back since the monster is summoned to his zone, detach. Poor Roxy's just there on the other side of the field, and Corey's sticking through this like a good gentleman. With shout out again to that field map because that thing looks tough. Right here would be perfect if I had another Dweller. Just Dweller into it with the Falco and the Jack Jaguar. Basically just trying to see what I can do here. Just looking over. Maybe probably the Heat Leo, maybe. Into another Silent Wolf. So I'm holding on to that. I could have used the field spell there, but I'm not. Just to get back to Roar before I probably go into a Heat Leo at this point. Just to push for more damage. So right now we know I have the Roar and other cards. So probably, I think in retrospect, you could do a lot. Like another play you could have done is not going to Stalio and find a way up into Avermax and just like push. I probably could have won the duel, honestly. But I'm more of a control player. Like I can't OTK for life. And then here's the reincarnation. So the Heat Leo is gonna go ahead and target the Gazelle and make it 2300. So now I have 23, 2000, and 23, and attacking over their D Roxy's. So taking a little hit there by Corey. So it's 800, 23, and 31, so 51. So he's at 49. And I'm pretty sure I activated the effect of Sanctuary there to increase my life after Helio attacked. So main phase 2 here, just set a couple cards. Yeah, the back rolls are real. Yeah, there's nothing. I think the advantage is too strong at this point. Yeah, Corey's going to draw a card. Looks like he top decked the Instant Fusion, paying 1,000, bring him down to like 19 or whatnot. And this is a perfect card since I know he's basically top decking because the rest of his hand is trash. Perfect card right here to potentially negate. I'm just thinking over because I'm like, you have a lot of cards in hand. But let's see. Yeah, the roar. Yep, and that's it. Yeah. So that's the end of game 1 real quick because nothing else you could do about that one. All right, so game 2 now. So game 1 was a little bit one-sided, I must admit. I mean, when you normal summon a monster and do nothing else, yeah, you're gonna have a bad day. So game 2 real quick. Of course, expecting Corey to go first here. Set up, hopefully, for his sake, Colossus and a couple other crazy stuff. When Prankers go off, they go off. So starting off with the Instant Fusion. That card must be stuck to his hand because he always sees it. Special summoning the Washer. Washer's a card mainly on your opponent's turn, so he's just looking for Link Fodder here. So Link 2 into Doodle Doodle Doo. So on summon, he's going to activate effect Doodle Doodle Doo, and of course, effect of Roxy's Engraved. But I'm telling you, hold on. Wait a minute. So I probably have a Phantasm if that's what I'm thinking. Either Phantasm and Permanence. Yeah, there's Phantasm. So Phantasm on the summon of Doodle Doodle Doo. Phantasm is like in these cases, it's such a good card because it hunts down for any little hand trap that you're looking for to interrupt your opponent's turn. The only thing that blows about it is that it really doesn't work well with Impermanence, to say the least. But honestly, that rarely happens to me. I think I might even have Impermanence in my hand, to be honest. But that really does happen. So here I just decided to search for more hand traps, see what they can do. So Doodle Doodle was activating, getting place. Roxy's Engrave is gonna end up resolving, cutting, so banishing. Wow, another instant fusion. Yo, so he opened up 3 instant fusions in the first 2 duels already. So that's great. And Roxy's gonna go ahead and special summon out one of the other prank kids, one of the cousins. So that's Fansies there. It's tough to see because of the glare. But that's Fansies. And Doodle is also like all these prank kids are amazing. So like when they're used for link and fusion summon, they can float, so they can special summon their other cousins out. So he's activating Place, which is basically the Rhoda. It's almost like a Trickstar light stage that searches out prank kids monster to hand, which makes me believe he probably has, especially since he searched out Place, he definitely has the fusion spell or some type of fusion spell at least, or else he would have searched that out. So yeah, there it is. There's Prank is Pandemonium. So this card is pretty amazing. It's also a quick play. Like it's really cool. So we're seeing fusion summon for 2. Oh, is that for 3? Yeah, that was for 3. He sent the Lamp Seeds for man. And all these cards are amazing. So the water Droplies, he gains life and then special summons. The fire one, I'm gonna just call them by their attributes. The fire one burns and then special summons, and then the wind one you can mill a card and then special summon. So they're all like pretty cool, especially in time. I actually went to regional and almost lost to Prank Kids game 1, round 1 of the regional. Actually, not game 1, game 3, round 1 of the regional, because he was gonna burn me. But I ended up like booking his monster with Subterra Guru, so I got a little lucky there. So he's just popping off something like a million cards here. Just ordering his chain links the way he wants it. This deck is just so cool because you can special summon, like crazy. And I'm just reading Pandemonium, just making sure it's once per turn because that card is amazing. But the big restriction with that card, and something to note, especially in this type of deck that includes Thunder Dragons, is after it's activated, you can only special summon Prank Kid's monster. So that's interesting. So you see Prank Kid's plan being sent to grave, resolving from the wind guy. So that one is interesting. So whenever I attack, he could return back any Prank Kids in grave to the deck or extra deck or whatever, and then I lose 100 attack for all that shenanigans. But that being said, he activates Doodle-Doo, getting 2 cards. Now he's gonna link away probably to the dog one, which one, Bow Wow, whatever the name is. Their names are pretty crazy. So Bow Wow is cool because whatever Prank Kid's monster it points to gains 1,000 attack. Looks like that might be it. So I'm just thinking real quick. The summon. Oh, Nibiru. Hello. I'm usually getting destroyed by Nibiru. Looks like I was able to tech in Nibiru on this one and be like, all right, how you feel today? Probably looking back, I probably should have Nibiru'd. I probably should have Nibiru a little bit earlier. I was being a little bit selfish there, just waiting for all the resources. Especially with the plan in his graveyard, it doesn't really matter. But I probably should have Nibiru'd when he had the Doodle-Doo on field before he activated the effect. That way he has like less cards in hand essentially. So, but his hand must be dead if he doesn't really have much else to do here. So there's a nice, beautiful token. We got the token now on the OTS 12, and he passes. Yikes! So it looks like I drew the Impermanence return, of course, which is not as bad. It's better than drawing the Ash return. That always happens. It's tough to see my hand. It's like a glare. I see like one monster in there. So I see the Silent Mining now, but then Nibiru is staring it down. Corey's like, damn it, that Nibiru is a card. So Silent Mining, pitching the Rage. Okay. Yeah, my opponent doesn't have many cards on the field, so no point of keeping much. Getting the Gazelle. So you see, I think I saw Gazelle last game too. So it's like Gazelle is a card. So interesting here. Normal summoning Buffalo, linking him away, setting up the chain link 1 Buffalo, chain link 2 Bailings to get the field spell. The field spell, as I mentioned in my earlier deck profile, best card in the deck. You want to get that out of that deck as soon as possible before any banishing of your main deck or anything like that. And then on the first chain link, we're going to go ahead and discard a card for Buffalo and discarding the Gazelle, which is a little bit different approach. Usually you see people discarding like another Cyberse, but I probably had nothing in hand. And let's see what I'm gonna do here. I must have some type of recursion. Yeah, there it is. So the will special summon the Gazelle, and I'll summon Gazelle's effect. Probably gonna send out the Spinny, or the if I have another Cyberse, if I have a Salamangreat, yeah, I send the Foxy. So which means I probably have another Salamangreat in hand. So I'm gonna destroy. Yeah, activate Foxy's effect, destroy place. So I'm just slowly picking apart the board, and here we go. Stalio. Now it should be a rapper, right? So Stalio's effect. Who to take out? So we have Jaguar engraved. We have Foxy. We have the Gazelle. Yeah, either Falco or Spinny. Yeah, Falco it is. Because Dweller is still a card, right? So we're trying to see. We're just adding up how much attack and defense that token is, and just looking at the grave. So I'm looking at the grave, trying to see what other options there is. And I see the mind control in hand. Ooh, this is not pretty. Yeah, this is not pretty at all. So mind control. So I knew I was going second here, so I put in my extra mind control, so you can see a little bit more. Mind control, gonna link these two bad boys away, probably into a Hida. Hida can go ahead and Hida. Yeah, Hida can go ahead and special summon that little Bow Wow, because it's a fire and it's a link too. So right now, you can't go into Avermax here. So because Avermax has 2 monsters special summon from the extra deck, and the Bow Wow was technically not special summon from the extra deck, it's special summon from the graveyard. So if I could, then that would have been even more broken. But I could still go technically, you still go into Avermax doing some other shenanigans, but didn't go that route. As you'll see, as I mentioned in game 1, I suck at ulti games, so I just like try to control the board as much as I can. So going to Heat Leo, seeing what I can do here, activating that. I'm like, ugh, this blows. Man, I'm trying to see it, and that's game. So yeah, so 3,000. Yeah, that's all game. So the one card he has engraved is a plan. By special summon the Jaguar just in case. So that's game 2. All right, guys. So although game 1 and game 2, you got to see some combos game 2. I'm determined to show you what this Prank-His Thunder deck got to offer. So we're just bringing you a game 3 to try to see what it comes down to. So it looks like we just tossed it out to see how it goes. But I'm pretty sure Corey is gonna go first here. My hands are pretty interesting. I see the circle, but it's tough to see anything else. I should probably put like better camera angles to try to get everyone's hand. That'd be nice. So activating, I forgot the name of this card, but basically you discard a card and get a token. It's just a very easy way to get link fodder. So you go ahead into probably doodle, and then the chain link into the it's tough to see, what's that, Fansies, Dropsies, I don't know. It's probably Fancy. Yeah, it's Fancies. That's Fancies, the window guy. So you mills and then special summons. There you see the impermanence. So the reason I impermanence Doodle is because I'm so scared of him getting Pandemonium. Because Pandemonium, he could activate it in my turn and get the Battle Butler and then destroy all monsters on my field, and it's not a good time. Especially if I don't have Veiling set up already. So here you see the link away into Bow Wow. So get the Roxy's effect. Roxy banishes 1, draws 1. And there you go. This is the part of the engine that you didn't really see in the other 2 games. It's the Thunder Dragon part. So he banishes a card in hand, which is a Thunder Dragon Dark, and he goes ahead and adds the Hawk. The Hawk is disgusting. That's why it's limited. I talked about it in my balance prediction that one of these 3, either Hawk, mainly I said Roar, Dark. One of those 2 are gonna be limited. So activating Hawk, special summon Dark, to go ahead and tribute it, special summon Colossus. My boy Corey tried to activate Dark, but one effect per turn. But if it wasn't, that would be extremely broken. Let's just say that. So we have the Colossus on board. That's already scary. Like literally, this is like already a good board. Like Colossus destroys salads. It depends on the hand, but Colossus will destroy salad. So we see fusion probably into Rocket Ride, most likely, because Rocket Ride, he could Now you could just go ahead and keep special summoning, floating. I see that was the drop seed, so he's gonna gain some life. Let's look at his grave. And the cool thing about Rocket Ride is that it could tribute itself to special summon to prank his monsters, I believe, from his grave. So they just keep on going and going. It's kind of crazy. Important thing to note is that we set it out for these games. So this is our regular, main decks, no sides. So if I don't main deck Nibiru, as you guys will see in the deck profile, or saw already. So I sure wish I did at this point. So he special summons Doodle activates the effect to add back the what is he gonna add back? He had the drop seeds and there's the Pandemonium. So that's the card I was trying to avoid. So he pitched it in the opening turn to activate that the continuous spell that he has. So I asked him, I was like, what did you ask? Because I totally ignored the fact that he had Pandemonium engraved. So I was like, crap. That was the card I was trying to avoid this whole time. Because I know the Battle Butler is a card. On end phase, that card that I'm totally forgetting the name, I think it's Prank His Pranks. Yeah, Prank His Pranks. It shuffles back 3 Prank His engraved, and you could draw a card. Like that card is disgusting. Prankers is a really good deck. Like it just is. Nibiru is a card that kind of hits it, but it's a good deck. So we see here, we know he has the Pandemonium. A little scurry, to say the least. Colossus is the problem, especially if I want to search anything. I already used my first impermanence, so maybe I'm like, I should have held that impermanence maybe. But yeah, so I activate, second impermanence here. All right, so I'll probably open up with 2. So Colossus. Corey's like, of course you got it. Yeah, it's a tough showing. Oh, there it is. There's a circle. So I had impermanence Colossus first because it limits me from searching basically from my main deck. I can only draw cards. So I had impermanence first, and then I get the circle. Just looking at my hand, seeing what I should get. Usually get the Gazelle here, but again, the Spinny, interesting, very interesting. So getting the Spinny, I think I'm being a little ballsy here. So Silent Mining, discarding the Spinny. Okay, so the reason why I got the Spinny is because he did not ash the circle. If he ashed the circle, then I would have went a different route, of course, because I would never got the Spinny. But I got the Spinny. And then Silent Mining, discarding the Spinny to get the Gazelle and special summon Gazelle off that interaction. And then Gazelle milling something that's useful instead of just milling the Spinny. So now I basically got a free card out of it at the end of the day. So now I have the Roaring Grave to play around with for next turn. The reason, because usually if you're going to ash, you're going to ash that circle. Because you're really just trying to avoid people getting Gazelle. That's what it comes down to. So Spinning Grave is probably going to come out. I think I only have like 2 cards in hand. Yeah, Spinning Grave to come out. And right on the summon, he activates Pandemonium. That's what I was most worried about, right? So the Pandemonium, Fusion Summon. You're going to get Battle Butler. And he's going to rearrange his chain links. So looks like Fansy's chain link 1. Dropsy's chain link 2. Lampsy's chain link 3. And then Battle Butler herself chain link 4. Destroying my monsters, banishing my Spinny because of special summon with its effect, and then he gets to recur. So he's doing some burn, he's gaining some life, he's gonna mill a card and special summon 3 monsters. Like, you see why I was so worried about this Pandemonium card. It's like pretty disgusting. I'm like, what can I do? Like literally, what can I do? Oh man, this is tough. So yeah, special summon 3. Yeah, he's gonna mill probably pranks. Yeah, and then special summon something. Just build his defense. His class is negated, so he can't protect if I get a chance to ever battle over him. This is when I wish I was still playing Pyro Phoenix. So if I had a chance to summon Pyro Phoenix with this, I could actually destroy this whole board and keep it rocking. But let's see what we're going to get here. So asking Corey to cut the deck, that definitely means I have a Desires. Yep, there you go. Usually the rule of thumb is Desires after you get like all the cards out, but I had nothing else. And of course the top card that I banished is a Sanctuary, which is the worst card to banish. But I'm like, you gotta live with it. There's nothing you can do here. Like literally. So let's see what I got. I didn't normal summon, so there's a normal summon of the Spinny. Oh, activating the wheel to special summon the Gazelle. So I still ended up getting into Stalio. You see Corey expressing his excitement of me summoning my Stalio. Wow. So I guess, was it worth it banishing the Sanctuary? Yeah. So activating effect of Stalio. get out the Jack Jaguar. No surprise here. Yeah, getting out the Jack Jaguar. I'm just looking at his graveyard, see what I can go into. I don't think I really see anything that's appealing to me. My main objective here is to take care of that Colossus. Now that its effect is negated, so I got to do something to take care of it. So linking those two away, and most likely into a Sunlight Wolf here. Just thinking over what my plays are, because technically I could go into a Hida and then recur back his Lampseas to go into a Sunlight Wolf really quickly. But that still won't get me over the Colossus, because if I go into Hida, Stalio won't get its effective bounce. So I'm like, all right, I gotta do what I gotta do. So Wolf, effective Stalio, returning back the Colossus. I'm like, all right. We took care of one. We gotta do something here. One card in hand looks like. Let's get over my banish to see what's out there. I saw a Sanctuary and I was like, this sucks. So most likely gonna activate effective Jack Jaguar. I mean, I don't think there's much more plays than that, to be honest with you. Yeah, so effective Jack Jaguar. Just making sure that he doesn't have Crow. And then on summon, you can activate the effective Wolf here. Probably get back to Gazelle for next turn. Just playing it safe. Oh, my boy just coming by. I thought I was like, no, that's not gonna end the game. So here we're just gonna do some little piercing here. Most likely, because the thing is, you guys gotta remember that Jack Jaguar does piercing damage. So that's one thing to always remember here. And then, so I think I'm just gonna attack. So actually, I just realized. So this actually game gets cut a little bit short because of my memory. But what ends up happening is I ended up attacking, and then over the next turn, I ended up taking it. So I just want to show you guys what Prank His Thunder can do a little bit with that game 3. And got to see my salad misplays as well. And then of course, I'm gonna be posting more videos. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.